Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here again with me. In today's video tutorial we are going to create this lovely flowery summery bracelet. I hope you will like the tutorial and if you do, please give the tutorial a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing to my channel. Okay, so let's start. So let's start with the beads. Here we have two sizes of Miyuki round seed beads. These are 15 O's and these are 11 O's. Then we have 3mm crystal bicone beads. Then we have pip beads, crescent beads and 6mm round beads. Then we have a clasp and two jump rings. Alright? And then we have a needle. This is a size 12 needle. And then we have the usual 0.15mm fire line. Alright, so in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make one of these components, one of these elements, and then how to connect a second one to a previous one. Okay, and of course the clasp loop. Okay, and then you will have to repeat the steps to complete the bracelet. So for a bracelet of about 17.5mm, you have 6 elements, 6 components. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to put this aside here. Okay, and start with about 85 centimeters of thread. Okay, so let's start. So I have here on my thread 6 rounds, 6mm rounds and 6 crescent beads. I'm going to go through the first round bead to make a circle, and then we'll go around one more time. Alright, I'm going to go again through the first pearl. Okay, pull both ends. And then through the following crescent bead. Like so. Okay. Now I'm going to pass through the second hole of this same crescent bead from which my thread is exiting. So when you string your crescent, make sure the 2 holes of each crescent is open, not blocked by anything. Okay, so as to avoid surprises. Alright, now I'm going to add 1 pip bead between the crescents, and you will pull the thread to help the pip bead lay nicely between the crescents, like so. So every time you add the pip bead, pull the thread. like so. So you should go around one more time to secure the thread and the beads. I'm just going to pass through one more crescent here because I want to reach the pearls. So I need to step down again through the second hole of a crescent, like so. See, I'm exiting here from this crescent, and I will go through the second hole of the same crescent and then through, oops, through a 6mm round. Okay, and this is what we have now. Okay, now I'm going to add arches of 11 O's around the 6mm rounds. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to take this out of the way. So now I need 7 11 O's, so I have 6, one more, 7, see, and I'm exiting from here, and I will go through the same pearl and continue through the crescent, as it's easier to pass through the beads if you pass through the pearl and the crescent at the same time. And now I need to reposition myself, exiting from my following 6mm round to add a new arch of 11 O's. And we'll do this all around. Okay, this is my last set of 7. And this time I'm only going to pass through the pearl, not through the crescent bead, because now I want to go through the first 6 11 O's of this last set of 7. Alright, so see where I'm exiting? Okay, this is our tail. I'm just going to bring it down. So now I'm going to add the sets of 3mm bicones and 1/15 O between the bicones. So I have one 3mm bicone, 1/15 O and another bicone. I'm going to skip this 11 O, the crescent bead, and the next 11 O, and pass through the 5 central 11 O's of the 7, see? Like so. And repeat all around. So, bicone, 15 O and bicone. I will skip this in the middle, the 5 11-ohs. See? Okay, so we will repeat this all around. Okay, so we have completed the round, and now I will go up through the first bicone and 15-oh, like so. And now I will add the clasp loop. So the clasp loop is made of 5 11-ohs and 4 15-ohs, alternating them. So see, we have 5 11-ohs, 1 2 3 4 5, and 4 15-ohs, and we'll go through the same 15-oh from which my thread was exiting. This thread was overused. And now I'm going to go only through the 11-ohs. So I'm going to go around again, but only through the 11-ohs. I'm skipping the 15-ohs. And if they don't by themselves, I'm going to help the 15-oh with the needle like so, pop outwards. So again, I'm skipping the 15-oh and going through the 11-oh and helping this little 15-oh pop outwards, and again and the last one, and then I'm going through the 15-oh I started from here between the bicones, and we'll help this last 15-oh of the loop pop outwards like so. See, this will give your loop a fixed shape. And then I'm going to go through the bicone, so the following bicone, and through the beadwork. Alright, so you should go around one more time and then make a couple of hitch knots and trim the thread. Okay, so this is our first component, and you should do the same with this. Just make a half hitch knot, weave away from the knot, make another half hitch knot, weave away from the second knot, and then you can trim the thread. Okay, so once you have this and the threads, you can also cut the threads off at the end. Actually, I always cut the threads off at the end, because you never know, you might need a little bit of thread. Okay, so let's say you have made this one, and then you've made the second component. You have added here the first 3 sets of bicones and 15-oh, And when you are about to add the fourth, you have to pick up one bicone, yeah, and I am exiting in this direction, so I'm going to enter in this direction on this previous component, and we'll start from a 50 now. See? If so, you could also just pick up another bicone and then continue, okay, completing this row. However, I think we should go around this previous component. This way, the second component will not be held only by the 50 now. Okay, you will have a whole piece of thread that goes around this previous component, and this way the bracelet is more secure and it will not break. So now we have to go all around and then exit from this same 50 now. Okay, so let's go. I will weave through the previous component. Alright, now I'm going to go through the bicone and the 50 now. And now I will pick up one bicone and complete this connection, passing as usual through the 5 central 11 O's. See? Like so. And now I'm going to complete this row as usual. Alright. So here we are. See? Okay, so now you would normally go around one more time, and you can either make the half hitch knots and trim the thread, or just leave the thread as it is and start with a new component. And as we did with this one, you do not complete all the round with the bicones. You only add 3 sets, and then when you are about to add the fourth, you connect it to the previous one. Okay, and then complete and exit here. And when you have done all the components and you have connected all of them, you are exiting in the exact point where you want to add the second clasp loop. So you will add the clasp loop and make the knots, trim the thread, and then mount your clasp. And your new bracelet is ready to be worn or gifted. Okay, so thank you for being here with me. I hope you liked this tutorial. This is the second one I've made, but because for some reason the audio came out very badly in the first one, so yeah, here I am. Thank you very much for being here with me, and if you like the tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and comment below and share on the social media platforms this video to help my channel grow and help me make more tutorials. Of course. Thank you again very much, really, and I will see you with the next tutorial. Bye bye!